Hey guys, how's it going? These are some civilians I've made from polymer clay. I think mostly cheap polymer clay for I wanted a reward. This game here, it's I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty crazy game. I haven't actually played it, but the potential of what can happen is pretty crazy if you just if you Google it or if you check out any other videos. But basically, it's like a bounty hunter game, and you're searching for wanted aliens and creatures across the galaxy, and there's civilians in the game that kind of have NPC. They're AI kind of driven as to what they do, and you can't really control them. So I thought it was an opportunity to make some little alien guys. As you can see, like, these are actually quite rough sculpts. Like, I mean, like, they're nothing special like this guy, but once you put some paint on them and give them a bit of emotion, or you know what I mean, a bit of character, they're pretty cool. This one I didn't even paint, and I don't know, he's like a Homer Simpson. I don't know, I don't really like this guy, to be honest, but I just varnished him, and he's okay. Stick him on the base, he's grand. So they kind of go around the from my understanding anyway, from what I've seen, your bounty hunter is moving around trying to find their perp or their target, and you can either kill them and get the reward, or try to capture them and take them off. But as things happen during the mission, they, you know, be it gunshots or noise or things, bodies being found and stuff like that, they're alerted, and the civilians, different things can happen. She's not very impressed, but I just thought it was a fun opportunity to make some kind of silly aliens. So if you can imagine these guys walking around and then they hear a gunshot, you kind of have to roll on tables to see what happens. So this guy's obviously frightened. So yeah, like they're quite simple. Like, there's more of a droid, I suppose, but like, this isn't even a sphere. Like, this is pretty rounded and everything, but I kind of like it. They were a fun little set to put together. As if I'll actually use them for much, I don't really know, but they were fun to make. So you can check out that game anyway. So I haven't made a video in ages. I've been making bits and bobs, like that's all terrain in the background. It's nothing crazy. Haven't been playing much of anything really. Like, I plan on practicing a game of Cauldron here in the background, because I'd love to get that going in the club locally. It's going to be hard to pry people away from 11th edition. That's when you have to drop in, but I think it's worth trying, right? Because all the stuff I'm making is all fucking, you know, weird squiggy. I think that's an upside down T-Rex head. Squiggy, orky type, goblin-y type guys anyway. Kind of growing off of what I used to be making for the kind of chaos mutant force that I had in going, that I still have other bits, but they've kind of evolved into more orky guys. So you see in the background, like, trolls, and I think these Cyclops are from, oh Jesus, I'll have to put it in the comments, I can't remember. Dark Alliance miniatures, I think, but they're actually quite nice. They're really cheap, but they're for a different scale, but once they're painted up, they're actually quite cool. Or these guys in the back here, goblins or orcs riding on, I suppose you could call that some kind of frog. But that's from a Kinder Surprise, and just sculpting on top of, and some goofiness on top of a horse and this kind of thing. But yeah, really fun to make. And with Cauldron, obviously, like, these guys totally work. And I think there's another one here that's kind of like wormy kind of guy. He's work in progress, just with polymer clay worm, you know what I mean? And speaking of polymer clay, I mean, I've been doing a bit of sculpting. Like, there's stuff, I'll show you here, all this crack in the background, like, that's all like work in progress stuff, you know yourself. Start a project and then you lose interest and go on to the next thing, you know. This guy, actually, I put together, sculpted him there the other evening. It's kind of like a daddy long legs or something, I don't know. He's a sculpty, what was called a super sculpty, the flesh color one, the, I suppose, Caucasian or whatever white flesh color one. And once he's cooked, I just put some red over him, and he's a bit weird. He's kind of cool, I don't know. I was going to call him Daddy Long Legs, but he doesn't have wings, obviously. But that's this little, what's that part of an insect called? The arse of an insect, like his bum. I don't know what they're called, thorax or one of them, abdomen. But yeah, it's kind of fun to mess with the muscle structures and that kind of thing. His face is a bit weird. I didn't really know what to do with it. I probably could have went a little bit more insectoid with it. But yeah, look, I've been working away on bits and bobs. This is a few little things I've finished. Not much super interesting to show you. That's actually another crazy shaped guy. I don't know, polymer clay again. So this is just Fimo. This is the cheaper stuff, cheapish stuff. It's not the professional sculpting stuff, but I kind of like doing it in color. I don't know why, it's kind of satisfying. And I still have to do his arms. But I think he'd be pretty fun. I think like have loads of bodies like this, and then you could give him whatever kind of orc head will say, and you could fit him on your 28 or your 25 mil base, and you could use him for Goliaths in Necromunda, or you could use him for big crazy muscular guys. Anyway, like that'd be super easy to paint. I don't know. I've got a fascination for these kind of like ridiculously jacked shapes like this. Is like comical. It's like a cartoon almost of it. But yeah, that was fun to sculpt, and I'll probably finish that one up. But yeah, it's like I said, there's bits and bobs going on, nothing crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Good luck.